Hey, what's happening? It's Noble Credit. Let's see what's in my wallet for June 2020. Let's see what I'm rolling with in my wallet. We got a few categories that we're focusing on. We're focusing on dining, groceries, gas, and a sign-up bonus that I'm working on. So let's jump into this first card that's in my wallet. First things first, this card's been getting the most burn in my wallet is the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. The reason why this card is in my wallet is because there's a $300 statement credit for the Bonvoy Brilliant card. But for June through August, the Bonvoy Brilliant card gives that $300 statement credit to the dining category. So what does that mean? That means your purchases with the Bonvoy Brilliant card will qualify for that $300 statement credit as long as you're making purchases at a restaurant or a dining establishment, something that's going to qualify to meet that credit. So this isn't the only dining card we're working with for that credit right now. The next card we're working with a dining statement credit is, we got the Hilton Aspire card here. One thing I don't like about the Hilton Aspire card, this is like the only card that has all the numbers on the front. All the information is on the front. They need to move it to the back. I say it in every video that I mention the Hilton Aspire card. Move this to the back.
Move this to the back. Move this to the back.
American Express, they're not hearing me, guys. So there's normally a $250 statement credit for the Hilton Aspire, but for the time being, for June through August, this is being used on dining. So any eligible purchases you make at a restaurant or dining establishment, it's going to qualify and it's just going to be credited. So far, we have a $300 statement credit from the Bonvoy Brilliant card, $250 statement credit on dining for the Hilton Aspire card. So right now, we're looking at $550 for free. We have some more restaurant cards, but I'm not using them for restaurants, at least not right now. Some other cards that are going to receive the statement credit for the restaurants is going to be the Citi Prestige. And speaking of Citi Prestige, let's move on to talking about the Citi Prestige. So the Citi Prestige can receive the statement credit for restaurants or supermarkets, but I'm using it for supermarkets. Reason being, I should probably be spending more money at a supermarket than on restaurants eating out. So the normal $250 statement credit that goes with the Citi Prestige card is $250 towards travel. But in response to a lot of people not having the ability to travel due to a global crisis at the moment, Citi decided to apply its travel statement credit to dining and supermarkets, two categories that people are spending a lot of money at right now due to an inability to travel. We have $300 for the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, $250 for the Hilton Aspire card, another $250 with this card. And for dining and supermarkets, the $250 statement credit is going to apply to both, but not each individually getting $250. It's just going to be combined into one $250. So it's not $500, it's just $250 for both. And while we're on supermarkets, we have some more supermarket cards that I'm using statement credits for. Okay, so this is the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. The Chase Sapphire Reserve normally gives you a $300 travel credit every year. But in lieu of most people having the inability to apply that statement credit to travel, Chase has translated that $300 statement credit to both groceries and gas. So I'm using this Chase Sapphire Reserve for groceries. And this isn't my only Chase Sapphire Reserve, so I'm using the other one for gas. But I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so this is the other Chase Sapphire Reserve. This is the one that I'm using for groceries. This is the one I'm using for gas. Now, during this time period, I think I'll probably spend more money on groceries than on gas. So I might go ahead and use both of them just exclusively for groceries. It just makes sense. I see myself spending more money on groceries than I do on gas. And since I can use both of these Chase Sapphire Reserves on groceries, I can leave that for another card to handle my gas, which brings us to the Citi AAdvantage Executive World Elite Mastercard. So it's possible that you've seen my unboxing video for this Citi AAdvantage Executive World Elite Mastercard that I got maybe a month or two ago. I'm working on the sign-up bonus, which was extended for Citi cards. So instead of getting 3 months to meet the minimum spend requirement, I get 6 months. That's a really good deal. So all spend that isn't being covered by statement credits at the moment, I'm using that to meet the minimum spend for this card. So like I was talking about with the Chase Sapphire Reserve and having that statement credit applied to either gas or groceries, I see myself spending more money on the groceries part. So I can ignore the gas part, still get my statement credit, and just use gas for this card. but this is also going to cover any other purchases that aren't covered by those statement credits. If you've made it this far into the video, you're probably wondering, why do I have all these high-end credit cards that I'm using? How could I possibly benefit from having all of these? And the answer is simple. I'm an active duty service member. I'm in the Navy, so I do not have to pay any annual fees for Chase personal cards, American Express personal cards, or Citi consumer cards. All right, moving on to the very last card that's in my wallet. We've got the only card that I didn't need to put tape over, the Schwab Debit card. I have this card because I have a Schwab checking account and a Schwab investors account. So this is the debit card that I choose to carry around. It also doesn't hurt that I don't have to pay ATM fees. Let's see, any other cards? Yeah, so those are all the cards in my wallet. Some of those cards have overlapping benefits with one another. So in order to preserve space in my wallet, in order to keep this wallet in good condition, I'm swapping in and out some of those cards with the same benefit. If you haven't given the video a like yet, make sure you hit the like button. It takes less than a second. It helps my channel out, and I'd really appreciate it. If you're interested in learning more about these cards, I have tons of videos on my channel. Go ahead, go through the catalog of videos that I have. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, more What's in My Wallet videos. And then make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload another video. Oh, and if you want to see a review of this Burberry wallet, I've had it for over a year now. Tons of cards in and out of it. It's held up pretty well. Just put it in the comment section if you want to see that. But for now, it's Noble Credit, man. We out here. Fire!